Augusta, Georgia. There was one moment at the last Masters that perfectly explained how hidden phenological and meteorological forces completely had transformed the tournament. Jon Rahm, one of golf's biggest hitters, teed off on the par 5 15th hole and found his ball covered in dew, mud and grass. So on the next shot he laid up. He hit the ball 15 yards shorter than he thought it would go. It was the beginning of a sequence of events that usually ends in disaster at the Masters. But with the tournament in November, it all worked out just fine. He took advantage of the generous greens by saving par with a chip in. It also showed that Augusta National in the fall was nothing like Augusta National in the spring. The best golfers in the world had to wipe their brains of everything they knew about one of the most historic courses on the planet when they last played it. The same 18 holes proved to be a different 18 holes. Now they need to forget everything they learned and remember everything they forgot. This 2021 Masters comes just 5 months after the last one, which was pushed back to November after the early stages of the pandemic threw it off course. The course was softer, the air felt thicker, and when it was all said and done, Dustin Johnson put on a green jacket after scoring a record-breaking 20 under par. Golfers posted spectacularly low scores as they learned how to attack a course that proved to be unusually forgiving. But something slowly happened since then. The Earth continued its annual rotation around the Sun. And for days now, the Sun has been baking the fairways and greens here. The course is firm. It's fast. In short, said club chairman Fred Ridley, we are ready to go. The conditions here matter more than at almost any other course that hosts a major. That's because Augusta National isn't quite like any other course that hosts the sport's biggest events. Golf's most spectacular tests are defined by carefully maintained systems of defense that protect them from an aerial assault of birdies and eagles. There are strategically placed bunkers and water hazards. The fairways are trimmed to be phenomenally narrow while the rough is grown to be phenomenally long. Golfers are lucky if they can see their own shoes as they trudge through it looking for their ball. Augusta National doesn't have much of that. But it's protected by something else that can make this course so finicky. The defense, says Phil Mickelson, is the greens. Phil Mickelson putts on the 10th green. Photo. Jared C. Tilton, Getty Images. That's also the part of the course that was neutered by the virus that delayed this tournament to last November. It wasn't a coincidence that Johnson broke the tournament record. It wasn't just Johnson who played well. 9 players were 10 under par, which is a score that's often good enough to win in a typical year. But the softness of the greens softened Augusta National's premier weapon to stifle and flummox golfers.